What am I doing here? Good question. Some while back, before I sold the mill, I got tired of messing with this, which is the original mechanical fuel pump on this old Wisconsin motor. I decided that I would do the smart thing and go to one of these little Chinese rattle can pumps. Well, I did the fast and dirty and mounted it here, which is all good until you raise the saw head up to about 33 inches, and then it starts hitting this and bending stuff. I crushed the last fuel pump that was on there, forgot it was there, and crunch, and it quit running. I was like, well, why did this thing quit running? I don't know, because you're an idiot, that's why. So my plan, this was sort of proof of concept. In other words, we'll put it there temporarily unless it works, and it works, so there it's at. So the plan is to put that, not that fuel pump, I have a different one. I'm going to mount it up under here out of the way. And it'll sit there and pull gasoline from in here. That's where the original fuel line went, I think, and then on up that way. But in order to do that, I want to first remove this tray. Now this tray holds both the fuel tank. That's not the factory fuel tank. I have more on that later. It holds the fuel tank and the water bottle. There's the old water bottle. Got a crack in it. So for the low sum of like $44, Wood-Mizer will sell you a new one. And it goes there. Now what do you need a water bottle for? It dribbles through that hose and onto the blade down there. And that just keeps sap from building up on the blade. It's not for cooling purposes like a lot of people think. It just keeps sap from building up. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. And all this little framework of treated lumber I put there in order to hold this, which is just, you know, your basic made in a foreign land fuel cell for boy racers to put in the trunks of their cars. And it holds 8 gallons. So the plastic fuel can that came on here, I say can, it's actually a fuel tank, held 5 gallons, which not really adequate when you got a fuel sucking monster like that on there. 8 is much better. I probably couldn't, if I started with a full tank, I probably could not run it out. 5 gallons would be good. So, and the replacement tank that Wood-Mizer offered for this sawmill held 3 gallons for some reason. So it was just a non-starter. So I got that for way less than what Wood-Mizer wanted to charge for a 3-gallon tank, and I tapped those AN fittings out on the inside. Turns out they're just the right size to tap out for a, I guess that's a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch pipe thread. And that's my fuel gauge. And that's the fuel outlet for the engine. And this here's the vent. You gotta have it vented. Okay. So I'm gonna take this off of here, and then once that's gone, I'll drill and countersink 2 holes to hold flathead screws that'll hold the new fuel pump up here out of the way, and it'll be a little more like a factory install, only better. So that's what I'm doing with the old sawmill today. Out here in this bright sun, I might have to move it into the shade. That's another thing. I need to get this thing moved and reset up. I keep bouncing it off its blocks, and I'm bending up the stands that hold it and stuff, which is kind of frustrating because I bend them, then I got to straighten them out, and I bend them again. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it very much. It won't cost you a penny, I promise. And as my old pappy used to say, be of good cheer. Thanks for watching.